Welcome to my channel, where we'll be discussing family, faith, hope, and love. I'm so glad that you joined me. Let's be fed daily bread. Are you hungry? Welcome. Welcome to my channel. Hello to my family and friends. I hope all is going well. And if this is your very first time tuning in, this is my digital journey. Today is actually day 63, episode 63. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and you could be able to look back at all those others videos that I did for the past 62 days. To my family and friends, or whoever else, if this is your second time tuning in, I hope that you had an opportunity to look at what I did yesterday. And I was talking about Habakkuk 2, writing the vision down. So please go back and take a look at that. And the message for today is setting goals. Okay, so if you have been with me all this time, you will see that everything is basically coming together. Okay, so now we talked about you writing the vision down, the importance of writing the vision down. Now today I'm going to be talking about setting goals. What is setting goals? Setting goals is actually the process of identifying something you want to accomplish and establish measurable objectives and time frames to help you achieve it. Okay? Now, what I'm trying to get to you is, yes, you're going to set goals, but you're setting goals based on the plans that God has for you. You're not setting goals like just out of the head, like, when people have New Year's resolution, oh, I want to lose 50 pounds, and the first month or two they go to the gym, and then that's it. There's no structure, there's no program, there's nothing that they're doing, and then there's no one that is holding them accountable to make sure that they're getting it done. Okay? I want to read a scripture to you that talks to you in reference to setting goals, okay? Because God has to be in the midst of everything that you do. And that scripture is, let me get that because I had it saved. That scripture is Proverbs 16, verse 3. And it says, commit to the Lord whatever you do, and he will establish your plans. Let me repeat that. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and he will establish your plans. And then Proverbs 16, verses 9 says, in their hearts human plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps. So God has to establish your steps. And how do you have God to establish your steps? You're spending time with him. If you're looking at any of my episodes, I always have God is first. He is the number one priority. You spend time with him. Once you spend time with him and he gives you the desires of your heart, then you said, okay, let me start writing the vision down and let me set goals to see how I can get this done. So say, for instance, you know in your heart well that God told you that he wants you to buy a house. Okay. He may tell you which area, what state he wants you to live in. You're going to take the necessary steps to start looking to see houses in whatever state or whatever county or city or whatever area it is that God has put on your heart to do. Then you're going to pray about it. Then you're going to sit, and then you're going to wait, and you're going to hear from him, because now you're building that relationship. Then he says, okay, I want you to move in 2 or 3 months. That's where the goal setting comes in. All right, God says he wants me to move. He wants me to move in 2 to 3 months. Now I need to start putting my goals down and said, okay, let me start a day that I'm going to start parking my boxes. Let me start a day that I know that I've already found a place, even if it's whatever, rent to own, whatever it is that you're doing, you're basically writing it down step by step and how you could accomplish this within the time frame that God has asked you to do it. Okay? And if you do it slow and you take your time, that's disobedience because he told you a specific time. He said 3 to 4 months. Okay? So I hope you pay close attention in reference to goal setting because a lot of people fall short in reference to doing that particular thing because then it's now just way out in the open. There's no structure, there's nothing to it. And then time is passing, and with God, there's always a window of opportunity. If you don't do it within his time frame, that window is closed, and you're going to be sitting there looking crazy. And then you'd be like, but I thought God had showed me this vision. Yes. And you spent time with him and you heard him clearly. But maybe you think that the 2 or 3 months was too quick for you to move. You wanted to take your time and said, well, nah, not 3 months. Maybe I can do it in 8 or 9. I didn't hear God clearly. Yes, you did. But you want to choose to do what you want to do and ignore it. And then when 9, 10 months come and things are falling apart and you be like, but I thought God told me that that's what he wanted me to do. It's not done. Another recommendation that I can give you that I do is that you have family meetings. Yes, I have family meetings in reference to my goals or everyone goals because everyone should be held accountable for what it is God has for them. We all have separate plans. We all have separate journeys. But what I want you to know is not all family members are one participant. People get so busy in all kind of stuff that they do that they forget the plans that God has for them. So what you basically need to do is continue that meeting, even if it's just you and God. Because you may have started with a group of 7, 8, even if it's friends or whatever that you're meeting, goal setting, and that person hold you accountable and you write it down and you come back in 2 weeks and say, so what about that thing that you said you were going to do? And you check it off the list and say, well, oh, I ran into a roadblock. But you still have to have that meeting and that accountability so that you know that you can get it done. Okay? Goal setting will help you in every area of your life. Yes, it will. So I'm going to leave you with this very last nugget. And I hope that you write this down or you rewind this message so that you can get it and make sure that you get it good. You can't manage what you don't measure. And you can't improve what you don't properly manage. Let me say that again. You cannot manage what you don't measure. And you cannot improve what you don't properly manage. So when you set goals, you're able to manage it because you set a time and then you can start moving in the direction and doing it all in the will of God and his timing on his timetable so that we can always give him the ultimate glory. So my question, are you hungry? I know that I am. Let's be fed. Daily bread.